What's up, guys? This is Jamie Lewis. I'm the creator of SignalDroid.com, and in this video, I'm going to give you a quick demo of how to use the software once you're logged in. And I'm going to go into explaining a couple different methods for flipping domain names. I've been doing it for about 12 years or so. I've done it a lot longer, but 12 years ago is when I got really serious, and I turned it into a business where it was an ongoing, reoccurring, almost daily thing. So let's jump in, and I'm going to explain how you can flip domains that you buy for $10 on upwards of, the first tier is $100 to $200. The second is when you get into the $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. And then if you get on the phone, local domains, you can do $10,000, $20,000. All right, so let's jump in, and this is how to use the software. Once you log into the members area, you got a little bit of everything here, just a little overview on the front page. The first thing to do is really probably watch the video tutorials here. And I've got very good video tutorials that explain how to find them, how to list and sell, and then how to move into some of those other stages to maximize your flip. So look, it's all about finding the domains, and something I talk about on the front end in my video presentation, where good domains are going to be color-coded green. Orange, they're okay. Red, not really. You see what I mean? So we have the API coming from Esterbot with expired domains. So it's going to update, and it's going to be, you're going to have all the data right here in front of you. So it makes your job finding the gold mines extremely easy. So the first thing I want to show you here how this works is here. If you scroll down in the Daily Drops feed, you're going to have all of the domains in front of you. And these are ones that they're all available, and you're going to want to grab them. So we go here to Signal, and I could say, hey, I want to look at all of just the green ones. So you select green, and look what happens. You can also, now because of AI, we can click on Analyze, and it'll give us a report of like what this domain is about, what it means, and then it's going to give you a valuation and an appraisal. So here, as you can see, here are all the green domains. So as we can see, here's a lot of really good ones, as we can see here to the left, right? And so, we basically purchase these domains, or the orange ones, use your best judgment, and then you purchase it, and I recommend to use GoDaddy. Once we purchase the domain in GoDaddy, we can click here, and then a little pop-up on the bottom comes up. It says List for Sale. So we click on List for Sale. Now here's what I recommend. Do it at $200 first, because you get some traffic from the drop list. There's other people looking through drop lists. When domains drop and they expire, well, all eyes are on those domains. So make it super affordable so that if someone just does see one of those gold mines that pops out, if it pops out at you and pops out at our software, it's also going to pop out at those people who are looking through the list. So you have a good chance in the first week or so to scoop up, to sell or flip your domains just automatically without any traffic, because people are looking through the drop list. That's what makes this trick, this loophole, so advantageous to everybody. I mean, we found this out as a fluke. My students were reporting back, hey, I didn't even do anything. I was like, how did that? Because I usually would teach people to use YouTube to send the traffic, but we were seeing that happen. So you're going to do $200, put in your price, right? Click on Next and list it for sale. It's going to list it on Afternic. Now, if for some reason it doesn't sell, then go in here and edit the price and make it $1,000 or $2,000, and then use either our marketplace, which is an upgrade that you can get inside the Signal Droid members area, or you could drive traffic any other way. If you have a Facebook fan page about domains, or if you have a YouTube video about domains, you get the drift. So the hard part is really finding them. If you could find domains, I've had domains with people email me and they're like, hey, I see your domain. I'll look through the registry, and wow, you've got a great domain here. Can I purchase it from you? It's without even doing anything. And that's why domaining is the top two. There's agency domaining ebooks. Like I got business models that are ranked easiest to hardest, and domains are number 2. Domaining, the business model, is number 2. It is so easy to do. Agencies you get your money right away. That's the only difference. If it wasn't for the fact that GoDaddy takes 2 weeks to pay you, etc., domaining would be number 1. That's what I recommend to newbies, people who are having trouble. You try to do internet marketing, it doesn't work. Domains always makes people money. If people concentrate just on their domaining business, it's you know what I mean? Like you could go on your Facebook page in front of your family and friends and say, hey guys, I got this domain for sale. Anyone want it? No one's going to get mad at you. You'd be at a barbecue. Someone says, hey, what are you doing for a living now? Selling .coms. Really? Oh, that's awesome. You want to get into domains, no matter what else you're doing. You have Shopify stores, you get the drift. So our software basically is using Estabot API and it's using the OpenAI API and combining those to find only the really, really good domains. Plus all these new features because AI has gotten really good in the last year, you could imagine. All right. So grab domains that are actual things like this one, parallel.com. Freaking amazing. It's a misspelling, but that's why it has a $4,000 appraisal from Estabot. You know what I mean? So you'll see that same thing, going through a lot of these domains. Schaefer.com. You could call up somebody who has the last name Schaefer and say, hey, would you like to buy this? You got the drift. Or it could be like a law firm. Boom. But remember, the first step is really to purchase the domain. You log into GoDaddy and click on, select it and then click on list for sale. Remember, $200 for the first week and then upwards of $1,000 to $2,000 for the second. All right. Very simple. Just remember those rules. Should be an actual thing. You understand what that word means. 2 words, .com, .net, or .org are great. Remember, it's like a hand of cards. I mean, sometimes, your card could beat someone, your hand could beat someone else's hand, even if they have a couple really good things in there, right? So you could have a really good word in your domain, but the extension stinks, right? Or you could have 2 words that are really good, but then you've got one really good word in a .info, right? So you could have like speakers.info and then speakersale.net. The .info probably might beat it's possible a less valuable extension could beat a better valuable extension based on it has better keywords for the domain name, the meat and potatoes, right? So that's the daily drops feed. Then we have a whole bunch of different upgrades here, but a few things come, of course, with the front end system, which is the video tutorials, the daily drops. You have the AI domain autopilot. You have the domain pipeline, and then we have upgrades, done for you campaigns. We've got the site builder. We've got partner with Jamie, which is my 2 webinars I do a week. And then the AI assistant, of course, will make everything, will design all your listings if you want to drop them on Flippa, where I've sold over $400,000 in domains there. And then we got the 10x maximizer, which will add traffic and add value, maximize your domain, your developed domain, or your domain name. Give it some monetization, right? And remember, you can always forward them, etc. And then we have a marketplace. So those are some of the upgrades here. It's full access to everything if you upgrade. We're also going to have a bundle where it makes it possible for you to just get all the upgrades for a discount all at once. So I'll have that option for you. But just remember, it's really like the thing I'm talking about most. The meat and potatoes of the front end offer is these daily drops. Okay, sure, my tutorials and my information in domaining I've done a long time. I've done over $100,000 in domain sales, very small amounts through GoDaddy. I've sold hundreds of domains, like anywhere from the $200 mark on upwards of like $1,000 for expired domains, some hand registered domains as well. But I've had also people email me and buy domains for $5,000. One time I had someone sell my domain, a domain I owned, hadn't even listed for sale, but he sold it by mistake. Then Afternic sent me the money. Crazy stuff can happen. It's a great investment, and jump in. And if you can, come to some of my webinars where we can do it all together. And let me know if you need critiques. I'm just basically dedicated to it. I get a lot out of it. I really enjoy domaining, and works for everyone. It's the model that gets my customers and my students the most testimonials. All right, so that's how to do it. Is you're gonna just utilize this. You can organize and sort with different ways. It's all automated. The API is driving the results into our system here, so you don't need to spend money with these different companies, OpenAI, Estabot, etc., and get drop lists and have to look through all the drop lists and sort through all the stuff that's just waste your time. You're gonna go blind looking through those lists. You want to find the gold mine domain, like you got a metal detector in a haystack full of needles, or not full of needles, but you get the drift. And then we list them for sale. Bam. All right. So that's a bit about Signal Droid and how it works, and I hope to see you inside. All right. I'll see you in a bit.